The Witcher 3 is full of tiny little secrets. Other than seemingly unrelated side quests being affected by choices you make throughout the game, the hidden secrets in this video really showcase Legacy CD Projekt Red's sense of humor, which is something that a lot of people don't seem to have these days. Everything always has to be super serious. Laughing is not allowed. I'm kidding, don't cancel me. If you know of any hidden secrets in The Witcher 3 that I have not covered, then feel free to enlighten me down in the comments. And make sure to check out my playlist to see my other hidden secrets videos to make sure you're all caught up. But it seems every one of these videos starts with a secret from Hearts of Stone, or more accurately, Shani. Now this secret is easily missable since it is very vague, and you most likely won't notice that it's related until someone else points it out. After you grab Olgierd's contract off the notice board outside the Seven Cats Inn, but before you actually meet with Olgierd, you can head over to the well that you will eventually use to get down into the sewers to fight the Toad Prince. Here you will find some Redanian soldiers talking about a certain medic that is running late, along with one soldier getting excited about how he is going on leave next week.
Easy, I know her, she'll show. Soon as she does, a few spades of sludging will be done.
What's got you so jolly?
Going on leave in a week. One short week.
Lucky bastard.
Long live Radovid!
Now once you meet with Olgierd and then make your way down into the sewers, you will run into Shani trying to revive someone named Knowles who was supposed to go on leave next week.
The soldier. He's someone important to you?
His name was Knowles. Supposed to go on leave next week. Now he won't. Nor will the rest of his unit.
The medic the Redanians were talking about outside the well was none other than Shani, and the same Redanians who were found dead in the sewers with her as well. Amazing attention to detail.
Long live Radovid!
I also have a secret for another red-headed babe, that of course being Triss. When you run into Triss in Novigrad, she tells you that she needs your help smuggling mages out of Redania. So in order to do this, you have to attend a fancy ball with Triss right before giving your fancy ball to Triss. And while you're here, you will run into an old friend of Triss's named Moritz, who also happens to be a mage, but refuses to get help from Triss. The disrespect is enough for me to burn him at the stake. But after the quest is over, you can actually run into Moritz again. Near the Glory Gate of Novigrad, you can find witch hunters burning yet another mage. This man is actually Moritz. And the game doesn't tell you this, but you can actually intervene and save his life by killing the passive witch hunters. In doing so, Moritz will admit that he was wrong and will thank you for your help. But if you manage to stumble upon the scene before doing the Now or Never quest for Triss, you can actually tell him to seek out Triss for help, and he will be able to flee to Kovir along with all the other mages.
Here's my advice, and it's good advice. Find Triss. Lame Duck might still be willing to help you.
This secret is easily missable, as mages screaming out for help while being burned at the stake is such a common occurrence in Novigrad, you don't even bother to investigate, or even notice in the first place. But some of the things you do in The Witcher 3 will echo throughout the entire continent, and in some cases, it will actually help you during certain situations. There's a Witcher contract within the free city of Novigrad called Deadly Delights. A Redanian soldier hires you to slay a monster that has killed his fellow comrades. After an investigation, you discover this monster was none other than an innocent succubus named Salma. Naturally, you'll let the innocent goat lady go, as only a true monster would kill a beautiful succubus. This, however, will unlock a new side quest within Novigrad that we will return to later. Now, once you arrive at the Skellige Isles, you'll end up unlocking a few side quests to help Hjalmar and Ceres. Once you help Hjalmar defeat the ice giant, the Skelligers will often reference your new glory as a giant slayer as you walk by, rather than getting spit on like normal. Now back in the free city of Novigrad, completing the Deadly Delights contract will unlock a new side quest that's available right outside of Crippling Cates. You see, a bunch of Skelligers have taken over Crippling Cates, and one of the Strumpets wants you to help get rid of them. When you go inside and confront the Skelligers, you can either throw them out by force or use Axii to melt their feeble little brains. However, now that you have defeated the ice giant, the Skelligers will recognize you and leave willingly.
Wait! You're Geralt of Rivia, the one who went to Undvik with Young on Crete?
In the flesh.
Ah, that's another kettle of fish. When a friend asks, a Skellige never refuses. Gents, our time's come. Geralt, the giant slayer's got need of this inn.
There is a Witcher contract called In the Heart of the Woods, where a skellige village has been under attack by an ancient leshen. Now with this contract you have two choices. You can either help Sven lure out and dispose of the ancient leshen, or you can help the village elders perform a ritual to renew their pact with the leshen. When choosing to help the village elders, Harold will tell you why he wants to renew the pact, then send you to the ritual site to gather 5 wolf hearts, and then place them on the offering table. Once you begin the ritual to renew the pact, the leshen crows will gather around you to confirm the renewal of the pact. But right at the end of the ritual scene, you can actually see the leshen himself blending into the environment down at the bottom left of the screen.
Surprise, motherfucker!
But one of the best moments in The Witcher 3 is when you return to Kaer Morhen with Uma. You'll be greeted by Vesemir, who says that when Yennefer arrived, she started barking orders at Lambert and Eskel, then decided to yeet a bed off the balcony.
Shame. That was a good bed.
Said the same myself. Solid oak frame, down mattress. Triss always said she...
So upset about Triss you gotta take it out on the furniture?
Would you prefer I take it out some other way?
On the northernmost side of the keep, you can actually find this now destroyed bed tangled in some foliage. Of course, the bed is completely shattered, as the beds at Kaer Morhen are almost as fragile as the Reddit mods over at r/Witcher3. But there is a hidden item you can interact with, this being an earring that used to belong to Triss. And once you have the ability to freely talk to Triss again, you can actually give her the earring back.
Your earring, am I right?
Wait a second. Yes. Lost it years ago. Where did you find it?
Kaer Morhen, in a bed. You know the one.
Ah, yes. The good old days. Oh, my favorite earrings. I can wear them again now that I have both.
Once you do this, she will now wear these earrings for the rest of the game as part of her ensemble. Anyways, while you are in Velen, you'll end up meeting with Keira Metz, and the two of you will travel through some elven ruins while looking for Ciri and her mysterious elven friend. You'll end up in an old laboratory where Keira will give you the eye of a word that my tongue will not allow me to pronounce, which is a magic item used to dispel illusions that you will end up using for a handful of side content throughout the rest of the game. However, once you reach Kaer Morhen, assuming you actually sent her there by the end of her questline, you can find Keira using an illusionary vanity to doll herself up for Lambert in the Wild Hunt. But you can actually attempt to use the eye to dispel her illusion, which will trigger a hidden voice line.
Leave my dresser alone.
Before lifting Uma's curse at Kaer Morhen, Yennefer, being the toxic hag that she is, has sent Lambert and Eskel out to do her chores, and you, being the main character, have to go out and help both of them with their tasks. But both Lambert and Eskel have hidden voice lines if you decide to troll them. When you reach Eskel and his goat, you will both be jumped by a forktail. This fight has 2 different stages, the first of which is usually pretty quick. However, if you decide to stall and take too long to defeat the forktail, Geralt and Eskel will start bantering and criticizing each other's skills.
You're slow dodging. Need to run you through the gauntlet.
Yeah? Your parries are shit. Focus on improving that, smartass.
When you help Lambert with Yennefer's magic box, you both have to travel up the mountain and through a system of caves. At one point in the cave, you'll have to lift Lambert up to a tall ledge and vice versa. However, if you jump back down the ledge afterwards, Lambert will get a little upset.
Damn it, Geralt, stop running around. Look like a piece of shit in an ice hole. Let's get up there and get this over with, alright?
Within just about every major settlement in The Witcher 3, you can find barber shops where you can shave and change up your hairstyle. Now this is an often overlooked feature, as all the hairstyles kinda suck, and every barber is more or less the exact same. However, there is one barber you can find in Novigrad, and when you visit him, you will notice that he seems especially inebriated. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't typically let people near my face and neck with sharp objects, especially when they are totally wasted. But on rare occasions, this specific barber will actually give you the wrong haircut, which will cause the following rare scene to play out. And I gotta say, it's a little funny.
This is not what I wanted.
What do you mean, not what you wanted? Are you cut and coiffed? You are. And even can be, I'd say.
This is not the look I wanted.
And this is not the fate I wanted. I was to be an alderman in Mahakam. Instead, I shave and cut tramps and ragamuffins. Life deals what it deals. You shrug and you take it.
Once you reach the Skellige Archipelago and meet with Yennefer, you'll eventually head over to a place known as Freya's Garden to look for Skjall's body and to get information about Ciri's whereabouts, which eventually leads you to Uma. At the very end of this quest, Yennefer will tell you to meet her in Larvik before going after Uma. If you tell Yennefer that you'll meet her there later, then immediately get on your horse and go after her, if you are fast enough to catch up to her, you will trigger a unique conversation with her.
Decided to keep me company?
Never know what might come at you deep in a dark forest.
You think someone may wish to hurt me?
Think I should warn off anyone who'd be dumb enough to try.
CD Projekt Red loves to make subtle jokes making fun of people. Now there is a side quest in Velen called Fool's Gold, and it's interesting to say the least. You stumble upon a seemingly abandoned village where all of its inhabitants have been turned into pigs, and you have to gather up all the pigs and lead them to an underground temple, all while the sole surviving villager talks to you in the same dialect as Kamala Harris after a margarita. Afterwards, you'll turn all the pigs back into men and women, and the village will completely repopulate. One of the villagers will sit along the main road, and he will occasionally quote the iconic line from Fallout, "War never changes." And the girl on the other side of the street will say, "Neither do you," and call him lazy, which is CD Projekt Red making fun of Bethesda for being lazy and never doing anything other than the absolute bare minimum, and completely relying on modders to make their games better, which is completely warranted given that Bethesda just copies everything CDPR does as well. Well, other than making a decent game.
War never changes.
Neither do you. Lazy as you always been.
But anyways, that's 10 hidden secrets in The Witcher 3 that you probably didn't know about. If you want to see more content on The Witcher 3 and various other RPGs, then make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next video.